We are live.
Hooray! Hello, everyone. I'm Hugo.
I'm Jake, and I closed the thing where I can see chat. Oh, no.
And
Oh, God.
this is Hugo and Jake Address the Nation, apparently. That's the title of this.
Yeah,
Because we've done this 3 times, and that's basically what we've called it.
that's it.
We're very charismatic.
We are. I don't know why Discord's video quality is so low. But you're just going to have to be all weird looking today.
My internet's
Nah,
a little bit...
This has been happening when we do Christmas Days as well with Randy. Is doing the same thing.
Okay.
It's okay. You're not going to be on the screen the whole time anyway. Don't worry about it. It's not your settings.
Alright.
So
That's
pixelated
fine.
Hugo on accident.
Now I look like Japanese porn, but all of the dick.
That might be the funniest thing you've said in your whole life out of context.
Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Hey, thanks Lyra Yogurt for subscribing. I'll try to shout people out as that happens, okay? I'll try. I'll do my best. Okay?
Yeah.
It's not the easiest. Harvey's dying, trying to stay away for this? What? Harvey is dying. Who's Harvey and why are they dying? Our friend? Good friend of the show? Harvey? Harvey Manfredjensen? Anyway. So we have many topics today. We have many a topic. Also, for the record, you may interrupt us at any time with a super chat. We will answer your questions. They don't necessarily have to be related, though I would appreciate if you didn't just ask me about your weird balls. Now that's going to happen. Definitely there's going to be questions about your weird balls. I wish I could make you look all spiffy. But I can't. It's like I'm into dog porn. Thanks for that. Fornalata. Appreciate you. Greetings, Jake. It is me, Jake. Hi, Jake. Here goes the second coming of God. Well, all right. So, I guess the first thing up. We'll let some people file in. But the first thing up that we're going to talk about is Trump's G7 summit. Oh boy. Vibrantly Brantley with a $2 interruption. Thank you very much for your interruption. Ugh. Do we like the alert box there? I think I'm gonna make it bigger. I'm gonna make it a little bit bigger. I think it's just gonna cover everything. Every time you guys do something, it's gonna be a huge interruption. Okay. So, what have you done? What have you done today, Hugo? Are you wearing PJ pants?
I'm wearing shorts.
I'm wearing shorts too.
You always wear basketball shorts.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, but
they're
I
like
thought
surgically.
we-
I think they're probably surgically attached to your waist. They probably smell really bad.
waist. I don't have one of those.
Yeah.
No, I wear different
Anyway.
ones. They move around. I feel very limber. Do you feel more limber in these or in your PJ pants? Because you like to cover up like a nun.
Yeah. I'm a fan of covering up, but I was warm. I was hanging up some pictures.
Ooh.
So yeah. Other than that though, I got a Nazi ban from Twitter today. That
That's
was
cool.
fun. Argued with some people about straight pride parade in Boston. Did you see the video I tweeted of that?
No, but I can look it up. I can look it up.
It starts with like they're just walking down the street and God Bless America in a very morose version of God Bless America is playing, and they're all just kind of lumbering down the street. It's like the opposite of a gay pride parade in amount of energy there. Except for one guy dressed as a clown. He seems into it.
Oh,
But everyone else is
a Trump 2020, but it's straight pride, guys.
yeah. It's
Ooh.
definitely not actually a right-wing parade.
A left shark? No, this is definitely right shark. Straight lives matter. There's a guy in a colonial hat. Piotr online with a $5 reduce. Jake, do you think Trump would count the price of a nuke toward helping Puerto Rico in hurricane season or some very weird balls? Thank you. Do you think he'd count the price of a nuke? I think the fact that is this where we're going to talk about the nuke thing with the
Oh
hurricanes?
God.
Is that even part of what you sent me, or did you do something totally different?
No, I didn't send you that because
Oh,
then it
okay.
was like a week ago. But yeah, Trump wanted to apparently try and nuke hurricanes, which is the plot of a bad sci-fi channel original movie,
Amanda
like
Smith, thank
post
you so
Sharknado.
much. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat, Amanda. You didn't ask anything, but you know what? I love you. Okay, I love you, Amanda.
It'd be called like Nuka Cane or
Nuka
something.
Cane. Oh man, Nuka Cane sounds perfect. Or
Anyway,
okay, okay, all right. Um, Tropical Storm Hiroshima. No, 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 Nuka Cane. Okay, that makes better sense. Misery podcast live stream with $5 Canadian, as if that's real money. I came this close to pooping my pants yesterday. True story. Love you guys. Wait, wait. You can't. Okay. Thank you for the donation. First of all, even though it's in Monopoly money. How can you say I came this close to pooping my pants to somebody and then not tell them the circumstances under which you almost shit yourself as an adult? An adult that has a car, like a credit card and like a job enough to send $5. Like, this sounds like I need to know. I need to know more about what. Have you ever pooped your pants? Have we talked about this before?
yeah, I've pooped my pants.
How much poop?
As
Like
an
a full
adult,
poop pants?
as an adult, like or as a child, because I feel like there's
Well, it's
somewhat of a
only
difference.
it's only funny when you're an adult, but
I don't mean like as a baby. I mean like,
what?
6, 7, 8, 9.
You're not a teenager yet.
Okay. Yes, I not like full on like I've ruined a pair of
Yeah.
pants or underwear or anything, but I've gambled on a fart and lost and had, you know what I mean, had to promptly remove myself and go to a restroom. It
I
happens.
I am due. I have never done that as an adult, but I have definitely gambled. Definitely.
Like
It's
like
not.
if you eat too much dairy, not cheese necessarily, but like ice cream,
Yeah.
something with a lot of lactose or whatever the fuck, that'll fuck me up.
Yeah, it does same to me. I don't know. It gets very Vesuvius-y. It's very hot. It's very warm. It's a warm temperature on my bum. I don't like it. Not a fan. Anyway, whites and straights are being That's true. That's true.
I had to explain to like 5 people today on Twitter, like the reason that gay pride parades exist is because generally speaking and historically speaking, LGBT individuals have been marginalized in at least American society, and I know elsewhere in the world, but we're talking about America in this because it was in Boston.
Uh-huh.
Whereas straight pride parades are kind of superfluous since like straight people aren't questioned on whether or not their relationships are legitimate, you know what I mean? Or their personal lives. Some of them were mad at me.
Yeah.
One of them was a Nazi, which I mentioned before, and got them banned.
That's
That
okay.
was fun.
If you're just
Their
tuning,
name was.
oh, go ahead.
I was just gonna say their name was literally SS Stormtrooper. And then when I called them a Nazi, they were mad. They were like, "You just call everyone Nazis if they're Nazis." Yes. Anyway,
If you're just tuning in, Hugo is pixelated like this. Because how did you frame it?
I'm like the entirety of Japanese porno, except all of me is the dick.
There you go. So that's why. We're gonna support Hugo through this troubling time. Okay. So Trump officials voice anger at G7 focus on niche issues such as climate change. I'm get rid of your. If you sent me a New York Times article and you have some sort of subscription like a psychopath, I'm gonna be so mad. So did you just want me to start reading this, or did you have something specific about it that you were like really interested about?
Well, this last week was the G7, where the used to be the G8. Russia used to be a part of it, but they got kicked out after they annexed Crimea.
Rip.
Which also ties into what I'm going to be talking about as far as this. But Trump and his administration continually embarrassed America on the world stage yet again by trying to make it seem like climate change is not a pressing issue, which is what this article in particular is about. He also took time to talk about how he thought they should bring Russia back into the G7, making it the G8 again, which is a totally normal, not dumb thing to do as an American president.
We just got a super.
He also. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, vibrantly. You should open the chat. Vibrantly.
I have it.
Oh, okay.
Looking at the screen.
Vibrantly Brantley with $10. And I don't know if this is true or not, but as a YouTube Premium member, you get $10 free to use for super chats by liking this video. I don't know if that's true, but if it is, that is actually YouTube did a thing to support creators. That seems very surprising to me. All right. Okay.
And then the third thing he did was he wanted the next G7 meeting to be at his resort in Florida, which is a huge conflict of interest and incredibly fucked up.
Well, luckily he's ignoring climate change, and his officials call climate change at the G7 conference a niche issue. So he's not addressing it. So like next time the G7 comes up, Mar-a-Lago is going to be gone anyway. It's going to be swept right into the ocean from this hurricane. Like, that's fine.
The thing is, Donald Trump is incredibly out of shape. I know this as a fat person. I relate. He's not going to live long enough to see the results of climate change, unfortunately. I think we're seeing parts of it now in the early stages. We're seeing more severe climate events, more severe hurricane seasons. But, like, he's not going to see that shit go down. He's going to be long dead by the time we see, like, hey, shorelines are disappearing, guys.
So it's a lie. It's a lie. Vibrantly lied. It was a big lie. Anyway, that's why it was surprising. It seemed like giving $10 in super chats was way too generous for YouTube. So a little side note: Paul Allen has called me like 4,000 times, and I have ignored each call from Pride in some place. And I'm not interested, Paul. at Southern Decadence, I don't know what that is. It's like some sort of gay event, because he sent also like it's hard being the crazy guy, so gay. I don't know, Paul. Paul might be inebriated, but continues to call. So who is Paul Allen? The Paul Allen. Anyway. So, Trump, I don't understand why. No, I do understand. Do you think he genuinely doesn't believe in climate change?
Who, Trump?
Yeah.
It wouldn't shock me. He's not the brightest guy, so it wouldn't surprise me. He watches a lot of Fox News, so he probably gets fed a pretty steady stream of, like, oil industry propaganda and stuff. I don't know. I don't think that question makes sense to ask in terms of Trump, because I think Trump is a narcissist, and narcissists don't operate in reality like we do. They operate in what is beneficial to me. It's not beneficial to him to do anything about climate change, so it doesn't matter if it's true or not to him. It's just irrelevant.
Trash. Senior aides in Donald Trump's entourage, I love calling it his entourage, have accused the G7 host and French President Emmanuel Macron of seeking to embarrass his U.S. counterpart by making the summit focus on niche issues such as climate change. Imagine thinking that when people are bringing up climate change while the Amazon rainforest burns at the G7 summit is a targeted attack at the U.S. Jesus. Macron's plan to heal division among G7 leaders in Biarritz this weekend, I don't know how to say that, apparently did not factor in the need to keep Trump's aides happy too, a group that began briefing him within hours of Trump's arrival. The spark for the fuse appeared to be lunch. Macron whisked the U.S. president away for an impromptu meal for two on an oceanfront terrace at the Hotel du Palais. Trump initially appeared frosty, but later called it the best meeting we have had yet. I mean, that looks like a nice lunch. What's wrong with that? I want to go to lunch with this neolib. Sure.
Whenever Trump says anything is the best, it's fair to say it's quite average because he says that about literally everything.
Maybe Macron ordered him a Big Mac.
Maybe.
Senior administration officials quoted by the New York Times, among others, were not so sure, complaining the summit had moved from core issues such as global economics and trade to niche issues such as climate change, gender equality, and development in Africa.
He's aware many of those issues, at least 2 out of the 3, heavily impact economic global issues, right? Like climate change will drastically impact both immigration and emigration, as well as the economy over time by a lot. As will what was the other thing they mentioned? Not necessarily
gender equality and development in Africa. By the way, we got $2 from nobody, and the message was retracted. Thanks, and also Pat Skink for subscribing. I appreciate you.
Development and industrial development in Africa are going to be a huge thing in this century. China's putting a lot of money and investments there.
China.
The U.S. and other places have been, doing some stuff there, but mostly China. But Africa over the next century, as it becomes more and more developed, is going to be huge. So these are issues that are important to talk about as a global community. Just because it's not something Trump talks about at his rallies doesn't make it a non-issue for us. This is how the U.S. slowly, erosion by erosion and conflict by conflict gets pushed out of the world stage by pretending it's the most important person in the room all the time when it's not. It's not 1950. It's not post-World War II. Europe isn't in reconstruction anymore. Ugh.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Vibrantly Brantley with $5. When will you have Morgan Freeman back on the channel? He won't return my calls. Thanks for the $5 though. I appreciate you. If you mean the pictures of God, it's when God comes back, and God will come back into some conversations later on in the New Testament. The topics were chosen to appeal to Macron supporters and even to embarrass Trump, who pulled the U.S. out of the Paris Climate Accord, they said, as protesters marched the streets of the French city calling for action to tackle the fires ravaging the Amazon rainforest. Imagine having people in your country that care so much about the planet that they protest in the streets so that your country, France, which is not nearly one of the largest countries in the world, please do something about the rainforest. Like, wow, that's pretty cool.
That'd be nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. Quote, it's our view that with France trying to drive these other issues outside of the global economics, national security, and trade, they're trying to fracture the G7. Really? Days earlier, Larry Kudlow, the director of the White House's National Economic Council, criticized Macron's decision to ditch the usual consensus communique at the end of the summit in favor of coalitions of like-minded states. These coalitions produce politically correct bromides, such as calls to ban everything from straws to fossil fuels. Okay, bromides. Some U.S. officials went further in their diary, saying French officials had been difficult to work with in the build-up to the summit, and that the original schedule had said little or nothing about trade and the global economy until the U.S. complained. A claim French officials deny. America's differing stance on the climate crisis has been a feature of the past 2 G7 summits, and just one issue on which divisions were so deep that the meeting was increasingly referred to as the G6 in Quebec last year when Trump left early. By the way, America's differing stance on the climate crisis. This sentence right here, this part of the sentence where he represents each one of us. This is why voting is important, okay? We lose international not just appeal, but like legitimacy when we talk about things that we actually care about. When maybe you got upset that Bernie wasn't voted for in the, he was fucked over by the DNC in the primaries, and maybe you're like, you know what, I'm not going to vote at all, and then Donald Trump wins because we have an electoral college. This is the kind of shit that you got to think of, including things like the Supreme Court, Roe v. Wade, etc. Moving forward, don't get butthurt if your guy loses. Okay, we're gonna lose elections from time to time. That's okay. But like, let's try to at least tread water if we're not going to take steps forward, okay?
I find it incredibly irresponsible, by the way, when news sites say things like the U.S. is differing stance on climate change.
I tend to agree.
No, it's incorrect, unscientific stance. It's not just differing.
Yeah.
It's demonstrably false.
Yep.
Anyway.
It is false. There's other shit going on. For instance, we have a hurricane. The Amazon rainforest is on fire. Some people think that, and this is actually interesting. There seems to be this what I'll call common knowledge, where people think that the Amazon rainforest is like the lungs of the planet, right? We kind of hear that, where it gives off a lot of oxygen and stuff. Unless you've been to the Amazon rainforest, you actually haven't breathed a particle of oxygen that's come from, or a molecule of oxygen that's come from the Amazon rainforest. It's so packed with life, until it burns to a crisp. It's so packed with life that it uses all the oxygen it makes, pretty much. It's pretty much 1-to-1. The important stuff is the way that area helps the world climate, as far as like the way the winds carry across the oceans and shit like that. So it's actually super, super interesting. And this is a bad thing. When you have a forest on fire, that's one thing. When you have a forest on fire whose prefix is rain on fire, that's bad news bears. Shouldn't the rain put out the fire? Nope. Isn't it too wet? Nope. It's on fire. This is bad. I don't know what to do about it. I don't know that you can do anything about it. I think it just has to defeat itself at this point, because I don't know. We're bad at putting out fires in general. We just toss water at it and hope for the best. I don't know. Also, there was a shooting, but we're not going to talk about that.
It's ongoing, so...
Yeah, or is there still a shooting? Colonel Sagan, with $5 dues, how big of an impact, if any, do you think people like Shapiro and the rest of the intellectual dark web will have on new voters in 2020? They're going to have...
Any amount is too much.
Yeah,
but...
they're going to have an impact, but... And this is very similar to the Trump phenomenon in general. If you're a Trump supporter, that's kind of where you're at. He's not, like, winning new people. But he does have a staunch base. So, people that are not fans of Trump need to vote. I think he's going to lose this election if people don't get complacent. I don't have a lot of faith in the lack of in people in their battle against complacency. I just don't. But I don't think there's... we've talked about this briefly before. There's not novelty to Donald Trump anymore. Like the For the Memes crowd is kind of like pushed back now, and they're like, okay, this is bad. I
don't know about that.
I do. I mean, I talk to people in real life, and
the Donald still exists. There's still plenty of people who are in it and still love the Pepe memes and love the owning the libs and all that dumb shit.
Oh yeah, no, those are Trump supporters. I'm saying. So it's the type of people that were like, my vote doesn't matter, I live in a blue state, and they cost them a vote. That kind of people that were like, it's not their vote that necessarily mattered in that situation, it's more them saying that stuff, right? Now these people aren't on this dumb, ignorant bullshit where it's like, my vote doesn't matter and your vote doesn't matter. A lot of those people are like, no, I think you should do stuff, unless they're edgy boys, like TJ's an edgy boy who's like, voting doesn't matter, everything is bad. But like, so he's lost that sort of like, it's tired. It's every single day. It's not like George Bush, where he'd say something funny and stupid like every month, like, and so there was like kind of this, oh, he said it dumb again. It's every single day Donald Trump says something stupid, and it's ceaseless. It doesn't it's not fun. Like you were mentioning this when we recorded the Ben Shapiro video, that like he's slowly like ruining not comedy as a whole, but ruining people's ability to make clever jokes about Donald Trump because he's such an easy target at this point. It's like people just waste their time telling jokes about Donald Trump. Totally agree. I also think that people like Ben Shapiro, Dave Rubin, you could call it Sargon of Akkad on a lesser level, people like that gained prominence during the rise of Trump. Like they literally rode the surfboard of Trump's wave during that. They also have less impact. It's like the Trump's pundits, although like someone like Ben Shapiro has been anti-Trump from time to time, but still those people are likely to vote Republican regardless, right? They're just going to vote red. So, and I think Ben Shapiro would be happy with that. I just don't think I don't think they're gaining ground. I think they're really good at holding ground. You know what I mean? And
well, that's all they have to do this election. So
maybe, I mean, but I mean, again, like you're losing states by 100,000 votes, and a lot of those people are like voting Green and voting Gary Johnson, and we're butthurt Bernie bros that just abdicated from the responsibility of voting. So I'm seeing a lot more people fired up than I saw last time, and I think the midterms were a good sign because the left never wins midterms. They just don't. So I thought that was a good thing. I'm pretty. I wouldn't say confident. I'm gonna wait until next year, obviously, around this time, to really give you my like if we are in the shit take. But I have a feeling that whoever the Democratic nominee is, as long as it's not Joe Biden, has a really, really good shot here.
Yeah, we're at the point where most of them have taken a stance in favor of like Medicare for all, in favor of at least some form of debt relief for student debt.
Yeah.
These progressive policies are what get people out to vote. It's what gets people fired up to actually go out and make a difference. Whether or not they do or not, that's your own opinion. But at the very least, it does get people to go, okay, this person has policies other than I'm not Trump, so let's go and vote for that person in the hopes of getting these policies passed. So I don't know. We'll see what happens, but as long as it's not Biden, I'm relatively confident. I'm more confident if it's not Joe Biden, if it's Warren or Bernie or one of the more progressive ones.
Especially in a debate, national debates, that's the big part.
I'm a lot more confident than I would have been or was during the Hillary stuff.
Agreed. So. Noel Ebert with $10. Is it wrong to be a progressive in favor of China tariffs? Trump voters voted for him. They like it in the beginning. Also, I'm in favor of finding new markets that respect intellectual property. Are you talking about the tariffs that have fucked over the agriculture industry in the United States? I mean, say what you will about China. I don't know. I'd rather send them food so people can eat. Than send guns to Saudi Arabia. You know what I'm saying? Hold on to that thought though, because I don't want Vibrantly Brantley's dono to escape. Life produces stuff that gets blown from the Amazon and gets dumped into the ocean, which then produces O2. So the Amazon still produces a substantial amount of O2 by proxy. Still absolutely very important. It helps create microorganisms whose name I'm forgetting, but that do produce a lot of oxygen. That's true. So do you have anything to say about the China tariffs? And
I don't know. I on the one hand, I do recognize that China has played a huge part in stealing a lot of intellectual property. But on the other hand, I don't agree with a lot of how intellectual property law works in America and a lot of the Western world. Sure. A lot of it's been written by corporations, so it's very unfavorable to new people entering the market. And China is still a developing economy. On the other hand, fuck some of those farmers. I mean, I get it. I get the spite feeling, but I try not to make like policy-based opinion decisions on spite, because that's how you end up on like the Donald trying to own the libs and shit, and that's not helpful coming from either side. So I don't know. I think overall the tariffs are bad because they're bad for the consumer, and most people are consumers. So I think they're bad, but I'm not going to judge you for feeling a certain way about that for whatever reason. That's fine. It's not like our opinions on it are going to change what Donald Trump's doing anyway. So
Yeah. Does someone think we're centrists?
that's weird. I'm not. I'm very left.
Yeah, what? Is this like OG people thinking like Sargon's like a liberal? I don't know.
It's probably because of the Bernie bro comments. I absolutely wish Bernie would have won, but he didn't. Hillary
No,
was the one who was up against Trump.
So Bernie is a great candidate that I will vote for in the primaries, assuming he's there. Which, I mean, let's be real, pretty sure he's going to be. Bernie bros were the people that were like ride or die Bernie, and if not, I'm just not gonna fucking vote. Or I'm gonna vote for Jill Stein or whatever. That's bad. That's not good. That's bad lefty praxis. No, it doesn't help anybody, right? Why would you condemn people? Say what you will about Hillary Clinton, right? And you don't want her to succeed and whatever. That's great. I mean, I agree with you. I don't necessarily. It was clear, very, very Biden-like. It was very clear that she was running because she thought it was her turn. You know what I mean? It was just the way it was supposed to fold out. Hillary Clinton was supposed to be the first woman president. She's been in the game for a long time. That's her bag, right? And then Bernie comes along and puts a big chink in that, and then the DNC responds, and it was shitty. And I totally get it. But if you're I don't know, as an ally of people, because I'm a straight white guy, we're doing okay financially. I'm not I'm not super at risk here. I don't have reproductive organs and shit, but I very much care about people. We could have avoided Brett Kavanaugh. Right now, Ruth Bader Ginsburg just beat pancreatic cancer, which is fucking crazy. She could have retired. She probably would have retired had we gotten a Democratic president. And again, say what you will about Hillary Clinton, at worst she's putting a centrist on the Supreme Court, which I'm much more fine with than a far right wing person, and maybe even a far left wing person. I think constitutionality is important to the country, and we got to think about other stuff, man. We got to think about other stuff than it makes me feel bad that Bernie lost. You know what I mean? We got to think about okay, are we going to move backwards? Are we going to regress as a nation if this guy gets in, or are we going to tread water? Is it a wash between Hillary and Trump? It wasn't a wash. We regressed. We have been regressing for almost 3 years now. This isn't a good thing. We shouldn't be in a position like this. The memes won, man, and that's and people were complicit in that shit. And I know it feels bad to hear that, but I mean, that's the truth of the matter. Not any one individual is 100% responsible for it. Not even 1% responsible for it, but just a little bit responsible for it. We have responsibilities to one another to make sure that our country is better than it was last time around. And we should try really hard to do that. And I don't know. Getting mad because our guy lost is not productive. Move on to the next best one, and until you have no options, right? So next best was Hillary, and that's it.
Yeah.
And it sucks, and I totally agree with you. And I voted for her, kind of just so that we could try to prevent the bad, not really for the good. But this time around, I think we have a lot of really good candidates. Even people I wouldn't necessarily vote for, like Mayor Pete, right? I feel like he could do a good job. I don't think he's gonna win, but I feel like I would feel much better about voting for him than a Hillary Clinton. Kamala Harris is the same way, even though she's a cop, would feel a lot better about voting for her than a Hillary Clinton. I feel better about Joe Biden than Hillary Clinton. So I mean, we don't really have this again, right? It's not another hawkish person. Like Joe Biden just like he does other dumb shit, like using poor as a euphemism for black. Like, he does that kind of dumb shit. So I don't know. Is there anything else we want to talk about that?
Nah.
Jake has brought up more Bernie people voting for HRC in 2016 than HRC people voting for Obama. Jake has brought up? I don't know what that means. On Twitch numerous times as far as I can remember. Yeah.
Someone's complaining in the chat that we're complaining about Bernie Bros not voting for Hillary, even though more people in 2008 who voted for Hillary didn't end up voting for Obama. The difference being it actually made a difference in 2016.
Oh, yeah.
The margins were much lower, especially in places like here in Michigan. Like, it's fine. I'm not, like, saying you're a piece of shit or anything.
Yeah, me either.
But if you were going to vote for Bernie if he won but didn't vote for Hillary, I think you made a bad choice.
I agree. Even if we still lose that, and I say we, I'm not a Democrat, but even if we here that don't like regressive policies lose that election still, but there isn't that, I'm fine with that. Like, if they just outvote, okay, all right, cool. Then we didn't have the majority opinion, and we gotta work towards changing minds. I'm fine with that. But the fact that it came down to like complacency and being butthurt that we have a corrupt system, like, okay, so and we're not even like nearly one of the most corrupt systems on the planet. So let's work toward fixing shit instead of just getting mad. I don't know. It felt very like, and maybe it's because I have I don't know, like I know how like the country was formed, and I have a background in history, and so this is slow and deliberate, and it's painful, and sometimes you lose, and it's kind of by design, and it's a little beautiful in a way, and it sucks at times, especially in an era when this system isn't necessarily built for the type of information transfer we have nowadays. So things seem to move a lot slower because we have such instant gratification all the time with everything else. Like if I go online right now in an hour, I'll have a pizza. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
or less. And so I can understand how it feels really painful to go so slow, but you must keep in mind that contextually speaking, we are moving forward, but this was a very big step backwards overall. Anyway, so we can go to more Trump stuff because, of course, Trump just couldn't not show our hand. Like, do you think he's ever actually played poker? I don't know. I feel like he's bad at bluffing because he tweeted literal surveillance photos of Iran.
Yeah,
and put them onto Twitter for everyone to see.
I saw a thing about this too, that essentially the kind of photos that he was tweeting could not have been taken from orbit, from a satellite or anything. So effectively, he just proved to the world, like, hey, we're violating the airspace of Iran. Which, sure, I'd imagine many countries do that to other countries in one way or another with stealth fighters or whatever. Don't tweet about it, you dumb fuck. And technically, the president, by the way, does have the capability to declassify literally anything at any time.
Right, but it's bad news,
at their
man.
Discretion. But that doesn't mean you should do it, and that definitely wasn't something he was thinking of. He just thought, oh, this is a neato picture, let me tweet this. Because he doesn't fucking think.
So this is a missile pad? I'm asking a question.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it was a picture of specifically.
Propellant burner trailer. A commercial satellite image from the company Maxar on the bottom. The image tweeted by President Trump appears to be of better quality. Yeah, you don't say. We have super cameras that can... Yeah. President Trump tweeted what experts say is almost certainly an image from a classified satellite or drone showing the aftermath of an accident at an Iranian space facility. It was a rocket launch man. Okay, yeah. The United States of America, quote, was not involved in the catastrophic accident during the final launch preparations for the Saphir space launch vehicle launch at Semnan Launch Site 1 in Iran. The president said in a tweet that accompanied the image on Friday, "I wish Iran the best and good luck on determining what happened at Site 1. Jesus Christ. Here's the fucking tweet. Like, dude, it's even labeled scorching and damage present only northern side. Like, it's a briefing picture, and based on the picture, it looks like because there's like banding in it. Do you see this?
Mm-hmm.
Like, did he turn his phone to the side and take a picture of this?
I would think he would have to. I don't think they're giving him digital versions of the
Jesus.
presentations. I think he probably had that on his desk, and he took a picture.
I just.
I like that he also is like the U.S. was not involved. Like,
Oh
what?
God! No one was even thinking that until you tweeted it.
Oh, it's in an objective third person sort of way. All of this is hilarious. In a first person, I live in this country and on this planet sort of way. It's horrifying.
Yeah. I just it's not like, I don't know how big a deal it is, I guess. Maybe we'll find out in the future when we're nuked to smithereens. But like, why show your hand, man? Like, part of the whole thing here is, even if we are violating airspace, or if this was a satellite and we're just like spying on people from space, cool, whatever. But like, don't tell them this is a thing that I don't know how to. Yeah, anyone ever played an RTS?
Yeah.
It's like if you could turn off the fog of war on your base and show everybody what you got going on.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so silly. So silly to do this. And this is the kind of shit that I don't think Hillary Clinton's doing this kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Remember when when her using a private email server was a big deal?
Forgot to delete the tag. It's going to spawn. Oh, never mind. You roll a nat 1 when trying to pull a power play. Was this him doing a power play? What he thought was like, we're watching you, motherfuckers. Like, was that this tweet? Was he being passive aggressive? I don't actually know.
I don't know.
Like, was he saying, "Ha ha, you got your thing blew up, idiots"?
I find it difficult to get inside the head of an actual narcissist. They do not operate mentally like normal human beings. I do not know. Also, I get the feeling he has a touch of the Alzheimer's, so I really don't know what's going on in his head.
Man, I don't know. I don't have a wait. Didn't exist before the CERN Hadron Collider was turned on? Oh. What? Wait, does this person think we're in the alternate dimension?
I don't know.
Have you ever heard that? It's like the Mandela effect thing. Part of it is like when CERN was turned on, it ripped a hole in the space-time continuum. Some people think a black hole. Yeah, no, it doesn't. Yep. Oh Christ, we need your blood.
I don't think Jesus' blood will shut down CERN. That's not how colliders work.
Wait. Does Jesus exist in the alternate universe? Like, what? How does that work? Can he transcend universes? All right, I'm gonna assume you're memeing. So, is there anything else that you want to say on this besides?
I think that's the end of the Trump portion of this.
Yeah, it is the end of the Trump portion. It's just another one of those fucking things. Have you seen any Nazi uranium? Neato. Neato burrito. Jake is a clone. This is dementia. Hey, Illyria, thanks for following. Wait, is that just a me thing? That might just be a me thing. I kind of want to turn on some music. I feel like it's real low. I feel like it's real low in here. And
Make sure it's copyright free for YouTube.
I have a whole folder named Muzak, okay? Okay. Just so you know. It's the stuff I use in the... if we go to the next one, is that gonna... Nope. I gotta pick them all. I gotta pick them all. Okay. Control A. Play. Is this gonna play 100 of them all at the same time, or? No, it's not. Okay, let's turn it down. I just need something in the background. There we go. Yeah, that's a nice ass song right there. Okay. Don't risk it. No, I wouldn't. I'm not gonna play copyright music on here. Twitch is nice, where it just like if you play it too loud and for uninterrupted, they just mute that section. YouTube is like, no music. It's literally, it's John Lithgow in Footloose. They just ban it all. Okay, so how's the Straight Pride Parade going? Still going strong? Oh, looks like it. No, they're doing a good job. They're still straighting and priding. Beautiful. This was actually 5 hours ago. I'm pretty sure it's too late now. But what is the next thing? I think it was it a Tesla? Tesla solar panels catch fire and the lawsuits start flying. This was interesting. You brought this up a few days ago to me. How about since this is yet another Tesla thing, why don't you bring up what's going on here, because you know everything there is to know about Tesla. You know they're up to the minute. Stock prices get beamed to your brain. So I'm pretty excited about hearing of their new flammable solar panels.
All right, so this has been an issue in the past couple weeks. About 9 months ago, a whistleblower on Reddit came out and said, "Hey, just so everyone knows, Tesla's installing these solar roofs, or not even necessarily solar roofs, not like the ones Elon did that presentation on a few years back. They're just installing solar panels, and there's a faulty part on them that creates this huge fire risk relative to most panels. I think they said something along the lines of, like, you have a 1% chance per year that your house is going to burn down. So that
1% chance per year.
So let's say you keep the same solar panels for 20 years. That's a 20% chance your house is going to burn down at some point. And everyone, of course, on the Tesla subreddit was like, "Oh, you're full of shit, liar," or whatever. Fast forward to now, Walmart is suing Tesla for fires in something like a dozen Walmarts that had these solar panels put on their roofs. And the same guy that whistle blew on this about a year ago or 9 months or whenever it was said that they had a department working on essentially a cover-up, and they called it Project Titan, where they were going in one by one and replacing the faulty parts that were causing the fires, but not telling anyone why or what they were doing. So effectively, Tesla is putting consumers in danger, businesses in danger, anyone who has these solar panels in danger by putting these things they've known to be faulty for quite a while, at least 9 months, and not warning anyone or having a recall or anything. And now Walmart is pursuing a lawsuit because of the damages to the stores. And of course, Elon has been silent on this as far as I know, but it's going to be interesting as this develops to see what comes through in discovery and stuff in the court case, because Tesla's up to some shady shit. Not only this, but as far as their cars are concerned, lately there's been some stuff about them reselling cars that they already sold and then were returned, selling them as new cars, even though they're not
Is
new
that
cars.
technically a lemon?
It's illegal. It's not a lemon, but it is illegal to resell a used car as if it is new and claiming it's a new car. So, I don't know. Tesla's just shady as fuck. I just like to talk about this because Elon is a fucking crazy person.
You know what this reminds me of? Have you been watching did you watch Chernobyl?
No.
This reminds me exactly of the conversations they had at in actual Chernobyl, but I mean like the dramatizations, where they knew there was a problem in those types of reactors, and they're like, "Don't tell anyone, for the glory of the state." In this case, it's like, "For the glory of Elon, we cannot tell Project Titan. Replace them silently." And then, and then people just start dying in fires. Hilarious.
Yeah. And that also sounds a lot like the company culture of Tesla. It reminds me a lot of Theranos, the Elizabeth Holmes company that was doing the blood stick tests, the home tests that turned out to be a fraud. And even though people knew it was a fraud internally and that they were doing shady things, it was all for the mission, so it's fine. And from what I've heard from people who were previously working at Tesla, there's a lot of that same mentality that, oh, we're building cars that are going to help stop climate change. It's all for the mission. So no matter what we do, no matter what Elon does, it's okay as long as it's to further the mission. And
So
it's a really
silly.
unhealthy, bad attitude for a company, public or private. It's damaging to people who have no recourse. And it kind of upsets me that this didn't even come to light really until Walmart. We're in a situation where we effectively have these large corporations, and we just have to hope the one that is more in line with our interest wins out when they have these clashes with each other, even though Walmart is a company owned by some of the richest people on the planet, once again. So, I don't know. It's an interesting story, and I'll continue to update as it unfolds, but I don't know. Elon's full of shit. And also a narcissist, I think. Him and Trump have some things in common. But do you have any thoughts on this other than
on the well, I think it's funny that they sent people like this guy right here is this one actually ignited. I think this is the picture from the Facebook guy that like his house caught on fire. But some Burek, Dave Burek. But like I like the idea of sending out, I presume like electricians / roofers, to go out and like change them out.
Mm-hmm.
Do those guys know why? Like, are they kept in the dark, or do they know? And when asked why, they gotta play it cool, like Gary from the local electrician's place is like, I'm on a covert mission from Elon himself. Like, I don't really understand.
I don't know this to be a fact. This is me speculating, but if they were trying to be smart about it, and if they had an entire like Project Titan bullshit,
Yeah.
I assume it involved a lot of compartmentalization. I assume the higher ups knew like, okay, this is why we're doing it,
Sure.
but we're just gonna tell the installers who are it's not just normal roofers. It's a specialty installing solar panels. So I assume they ended up somewhere down the line telling them like, hey, go in, replace this part. They probably knew something was up, but they didn't know how hazardous it was.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they just said something along the line of, hey, we're just updating something, this makes it like more efficient, or this is whatever. They could have Tesla has no problem with lying, so they could have said any number of things.
That's true.
I mean, you laugh, but it's true. They constantly lie about things, so I don't know.
They did you see this? Did you see this? Okay. Little well, they never monetize these fucking live streams anyway. Fuck it. Okay. So, I'm going to show that. Are you watching the stream right now?
Yes, but it's on mute.
Well, you don't have to see it. Or all you have to do is see it, okay?
Okay.
All right. So, I want you to look at this, okay?
Okay.
All right.
It's a little bit behind, but
it's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna let you read that, and then I want you to read that out loud for me, okay?
oh, good lord! I saw you tweeted this earlier. Okay.
Can you read
Let's say you've been a bad girl. Let's say hypothetically you've been a naughty girl even. Okay, and if you were a naughty girl, you would also be my dirty little slut, right? Then hypothetically speaking, you would be my little oh god. I wasn't expecting that. My little oh, I can't. Oh god.
How about procreative juices whore?
Procreative juices whore. Now let's say that you're also daddy's girl. Oh, good lord. That's the worst. I need to take a Q-tip and push it into my brain to try and clean that out. Good god.
I'm so happy with that. So fucking happy with that. That is, yeah. That's bad news. We don't like that. But it was funny. It was very funny.
I'm sorry, but are you an objective cum slut? Anyway,
it's just not
this is a waste of both of our times.
It's not gonna not be funny. I mean, it's just
Yeah, I know.
if you...
I gotta work on my Shapiro impression.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
If you want, I can't. No, I just sound stupid.
Yeah.
Not that Ben Shapiro doesn't sound stupid, but you know. There was another thing. What was the other thing that I wanted to talk about? What was it? What'd it do? Didn't I just say something like minutes ago? Mere minutes ago, and I brought it up to you? Where was it?
I don't remember
it right now. I'm looking for it. No. Oh, the fucking hurricane. It was the hurricane.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. So we have a hurricane, okay?
Yeah.
We have a hurricane incoming. It's gonna kill us all right? Hurricane Dorian. First of all, do you have a favorite part of hurricane season?
The names.
The names? Do you know what it is?
Dorian is not a good name you gotta name hurricanes scary names. Otherwise people aren't afraid enough and they stay home. I think they've actually done a study that shows like female named hurricanes do more damage because fewer people leave because they're less intimidated.
Wow.
So I think it should be
That's
like
an incel
it should
shit
be like
right there.
It should be like Hurricane Doomslayer or something like that every single time. Because I know they go alphabetically as far as I understand.
Yeah.
But you know, you can come up with some good shit every time.
So this is actually headed to where I used to live in Florida, right to it, which is pretty interesting.
O-W-O, I see you, Jake.
Oh whoa. Thanks, buddy. That was you fucking did that so that would show. Is that a Doom 4 reference? I don't know.
It was.
So my favorite part of hurricane season is the guy that'll stand there in the rain getting hit by debris for 45 minutes going, "Woo, it's real strong winds out here." That's my favorite part every single time. One of these times, one of these motherfuckers is going to get impaled by some sort of rod or something, and it's going to be crazy.
That'll be on Live Leak. I'll check that out.
It won't be on. It's going to be on literally all over Twitter immediately.
Yeah, like a fence post or something. Or even more impressive, you ever seen sometimes if winds are strong enough, something not particularly...
Oh, like straw?
Strong? Yeah.
Yeah.
Right through the chest. Like Steve Irwin.
I was going to say like Steve Irwin. It's just tree Steve Irwin. Yeah.
See, in my D&D campaign, by the way, in case people didn't watch that, you can check it out over at... Did it upload to Unpopular Culture?
Yep.
It did. Check it out on Unpopular Culture, the first episode. There's a Steve Irwin character called Stan Irving, and I'm very concerned he's going to die by some horrifying thing at some point, and that'll make me sad. Anyway.
I'll help you homebrew a giant stingray.
That borders on not even borders. That steps a foot into bad taste, and I don't know if I feel
That's
okay
fair.
with that.
That's fair.
If Steve Irwin was an asshole, it would be a different story. But he's genuinely was a great guy. So
Vlad Tepes tipped $2. What's that? Is there a different way to do stuff instead of a super chat? You just tip? I don't know how it works. He called us fuckers. I don't know how it works, guys. Okay, well, another question that I had for you in regards to the hurricane. If you were to prep for a hurricane, if there was a hurricane that was coming towards Michigan, Hurricane Ope, okay? If Hurricane Ope is bearing down on us, what steps are you taking for preparation here? Being a person you've never really lived in hurricane territory. So
Stand outside so it kills me.
I feel like there's better ways.
Say. Can it be Hurricane Pop instead of Hurricane?
Sure,
Hope?
Hurricane Red Pop.
Okay. I would probably say George Bush doesn't care about white people on air. I'll pull a Kanye.
Hurricane Red Pop. That's what you do during a hurricane? That's how you would prep for the hurricane? You won't even have to go outside. You're dead.
Yeah.
You're just the deadest. So, normally you board up your windows and you get stuff. Louisiana has really, really funny jokes about hurricanes. I forget, like, you have to pack your hot sauce and your slap your mama spices and shit. Sarah, do you want to come in here and yell some of the preparatory steps that your people like to take down south? Because Sarah is from Louisiana, so she doesn't have the cool accent though, which is kind of disappointing. But
I can hear it sometimes, the underpinnings of it.
Mostly,
like it's just not.
Yeah, it's mostly when she instead of saying like I'm going to the store, she'll say I'm going. Wait.
I'm going to do laundry.
I'm going do laundry instead of
I'm going to do laundry.
Going to do laundry.
We get rid of what the fuck do you call it?
Words that you need to make sentences make sense. I agree. Feminist critique. Feminist critique with $5 dues. In the South, we get all the milk and bread and water we can get because you definitely want milk on hand when the power goes out. And then hold on, Canadian Unicorn with Canadian $2 dues. Pack all the tentacle toys. Also true. Yes.
So first you want to get your Vienna sausages.
Your Vienna sausages.
You get some MREs.
Do you guys know what Vienna sausages are?
You board up your windows. You go get some alcohol from the store down the road. And you ride that out. We gotta get you get the Vienna sausages was the thing I couldn't think of. Get your Vienna sausage.
What else?
From Rouse's Market.
Jesus Christ. If there's anybody from Louisiana here, you get it. You get it immediately.
South Louisiana.
I'm
not from Slidell, I'm from Houma. Jesus fucking Christ.
No, that's not her actual accent. She was making fun of it. You gotta get well done, little Vienna. Vienna sausage.
Get your Vienna.
There's other shit like the hot sauce and the Zydeco albums.
Oh yeah, you gotta play your Zydeco with your generator. You get the generator hooked
so
up.
you can listen to Zydeco.
You can listen to your Zydeco and then you get in your car so you can listen to the local weather station.
How do you spell Zydeco?
ZYDECO.
Zydeco? Zydeco. Okay. Here, you want to listen to
Pioneer Online, $5. If a hurricane could make it all the way to Michigan, just surrender. There's no point pretending anymore. That's a good
Broussard brothers. Because the young man on the rub.
Piotr. It's Piotr.
Man on accordion's brother.
Here's
Don't play this
Zydeco.
on stream. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Just listen.
No, you cannot play this
there
on
it is.
stream.
Boom. There you go. That's the Zydeco. Yes, you can.
You gotta look up the song "Don't Mess with My Toot Toot."
Don't mess with my toot.
And no, my toot toot. And
don't mess with my toot toot.
And also that butt thing.
That butt thing. Those are great Zydeco.
I have a video of my
songs.
dad dancing to that butt thing.
Buckwheat Zydeco bops. Jesus Christ. So Zydeco is basically like Southern polka.
Yes.
It's bad and I don't like it. My grandparents used to unironically used to listen to polka, like the polka radio station on AM radio. And there's that one that goes like I don't know what it's called, but someone might understand it.
There's so many Broussards. Like, there's Broussards and Boudreaux and Thibodeaux and fucking
Boudreaux and Thibodeaux.
Richards
You can go to Boudreaux and Thibodeaux and you can get yourself some alligator.
we actually went to Boudreaux and Thibodeau's.
We did go to
Homa.
Boudreaux and Thibodeau's.
Yeah. No, but seriously, the last hurricane I went through, I was still young, and I just
Was that Benny Hill? Yeah, but it's no Yakety Sax. Yakety Sax. That's the one.
Getting great replaced.
Hugo, have you ever had alligator?
No.
You've never had alligator? Have you ever had any reptiles in your mouth?
No. Not voluntarily.
What's the lizard people during the Hillary campaign? They got to Hugo and implanted their eggs. Gator tail is scrumptious. I really don't care for gator. It tastes like stringy swamp animal, which is pretty accurate.
Didn't you say it was like swamp chicken?
It's swamp chicken. It's like if you took chicken and like put it in your dirty sink water and marinated it and then took it out and then made it in a very beautiful breading and gave it a tasty sauce. Yeah, it's kind of like that. And also the chicken was like frozen, thawed, refrozen, then put in the dirty sink water. Yeah, not a fan. They can be tasty, but like there's better meats. Dungeon cheese with $2. I am the you that is the original corn.
Frog legs, literally.
Frog legs are gross.
During the Gustav, whenever we were writing it out, my fucking brother-in-law made frog legs, and even my dad doesn't.
I forgot you had a brother-in-law.
Yep.
We don't really talk to those people. By the way, you didn't hear about this yet. My brother proposed. Yep.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm super drunk at that wedding.
Oh, are you kidding me?
Hopefully they don't.
I'm gonna lobby for a DJ position.
Can
instead of being part of the wedding party?
Can you also petition that they don't only have fucking
country
Busch Light there? Please.
Chat, have you ever seen camo? Like camouflage? Here, in case any of you have lived under a rock, here's camo. Okay? Here's some camo. Where's a good? Okay, this right here, this might as well be my brother. Okay? That right there.
It's a sentient camo jacket.
This is I love him to death. This is him. This is him right here. This guy has cleaner hands. And that's the truth.
Probably more hair.
Well, we know he has it down here. I mean, this doesn't actually. This literally could be him. I have no idea.
Ginger.
It's a little gingery, but maybe and so that's what that wedding is gonna be like. Not.
There's probably gonna be a lot of burlap.
Burlap. It's yeah, I don't know. So hopefully, I mean, I'm very happy that he's happy.
Do you think they'll have mason jar drinkware?
They will 100% have mason jar drinkware.
Oh yeah.
100%.
Right,
it's a culture that I do not understand.
Oh, are they gonna get monogrammed shit probably?
Oh, 100% there's gonna be monogram shit. Oh yeah.
Should we get them tacky?
We should get them something that says yee yee on it.
Just a big sign for their house that says yee
yee yee, motherfuckers. Yeah. Oh, here's a. Hold on, wait. Is this a camo wedding ring?
Is it real tree? No, it's Mossio. Fuck off.
This is alright.
Your brother unironically wears real tree cologne.
True.
So
It's true. It's not a joke. Is Michigan the south of the north? No.
pretty much.
No, it's not. No, it gets way worse in Ohio and like, oh man, the upper peninsula of Michigan is the south for sure. Minnesota, North Dakota, Montana is the south of the north though. They have actual cowboys. So yeah, that's what I have looking to look forward to. Hopefully I can get drunk on something other than light beer. Like, man, I'm gonna need it. I'm probably gonna have to be in that wedding too, which is fine, but he's my brother, but you know, it was always going to be this way. He's younger than me. I don't know why. I don't understand the idea of like trying to get hitched right away. Like, I don't know. It's just weird. It's just strange. Sounds like a fun wedding. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't sound like a fun wedding. What are you talking about? I feel like Mr. Laugh, if you think that sounds like a fun wedding, I feel like you just, like, in your house, Garth Brooks's I Got Friends in Low Places plays on repeat all day long as you crush a 12-pack of Budweiser and fall asleep alone on the Lazy Boy. Like, come on. If that's a fun wedding to you, I don't want to hang out with you. That's a fact. Is he younger than you? Yeah, he's 3 years younger than me. He looks about 5 years older than me, though, because he balded. He's molding, and I'm not, so that's good. My hairline is I just have a 5 head. It's to hold my intense intellect. Shut up, Hugo. Sounds like they're going to play Darius Rucker's Coven of Wagon Wheel 30 times in a row. I don't know what that song is, so maybe. That is a perfectly accurate description of my life. I knew it. See? What's up with the camo? Well, it's just how it is, you know? So, oh man. So what do we got coming out? What do we got? What's our next video coming out?
Another Shapiro video response to his PragerU video on how Hollywood is indoctrinating you and your children by making them watch Friends.
Yeah.
And I am not exaggerating. He literally goes on about Friends for about a third of the video, or at least a quarter of it, which hasn't been relevant in 20 years. Yep. So look forward to that.
What's the video we have after that? What are we going to do after that? I feel like maybe an Ask Hugo, and then probably the next Ben Shapiro thing.
We should do a movie review in here sometime soon,
and then a movie review. Has Ben Shapiro starred in any films?
That's a good question. I'll find out if he's at least cameoed. He seems like the type who would cameo in some Pure Flix bullshit.
What's with Jake's camera? Nothing. What's with your camera, fuckface? Huh? What's with your fucking camera? No, I think you meant Hugo's camera. Hugo is being blurred out because Hugo looks too much like a penis for Japanese porn.
Yeah, it's not fair, but you know.
Yeah.
That's what you gotta do.
It says Jake. It says Jake under my fucking face. Okay.
Next time I'll try and look more tentacly so it's acceptable.
Yeah. It says Jake under my goddamn face. It's been like 7 years and you're still calling Hugo Jake. What the fuck is wrong with you? What in the get out. Leave now. You're done. You've had your time. Okay? I don't want to hear anything else from you people. I am tired of being marginalized. Homebrew Sesh still on for tomorrow. Yep. No Safe Spaces. He was in that.
Okay.
Wait. No Safe Spaces? I'll look that up. What we got going on there? No Safe Spaces. No Safe Spaces movie.
Oh no, it looks like it was made by
Indiegogo? No Safe Spaces movie on Adam Carolla and Dennis Prager?
Oh, yikes.
Adam Carolla,
you can just why would PragerU partner with him? He was on the Man Show.
Yeah, he's a conservative.
Of course he
Adam Carolla works with PragerU constantly.
Yikes.
No Safe Spaces. Dave Rubin preview. What? Jordan Peterson. What? Ted Cruz. What? What? Yes. Adam Carolla is the hamburger meat. Adam Carolla's White Privilege did okay. It's a good video. Okay. He still has the Man Show thing in his... Hold on, I just want to see. I just want to scrub. Just want to scrub YouTube, okay? Yeah, he still has the Man Show thing in the background. Wow. Wowzerinas. You know, I honestly, I wouldn't have pegged Jimmy Kimmel for the cool one when that first came out. You know what I mean? Yes, he's constantly talking to Dennis Prager. They do stuff all the time, like besties.
That's fucked up.
Yeah. Yep.
That kind of flies in the face of a lot of PragerU's like stances on sexuality and stuff in media. Mm-hmm. Considering the Man Show, literally their intros and outros from commercials were women in bikinis jumping on trampolines.
Well, no. That's you see, that's free speech. Okay, it's free speech when they like it. Okay. Mike Mick with $2. Thoughts on Tulsi getting screwed by the DNC because of polls? I don't know what you're talking about.
I believe she got knocked out of the next debate.
Oh, well, she wasn't gonna win anyway, dog. I don't know. Next DNC debate. Let's see. Tulsi. September 12th, right? Debate number 3. Do we have the people in it? Here we go. Tulsi, 2 qualifying polls. Met polling criteria. She has not met the polling criteria. But she did meet the donor criteria. Williamson did too, but also didn't do the polling. Stayer? Who's that? Thomas Farr Stayer is an American. Was he in the other debates? He's got the funding because he's a billionaire, but has not the polling. Castro just made it in. Then Yang, Amy Klobuchar. I'm actually surprised that she got in. Huh. Beto O'Rourke, again, I'm very surprised. Cory Booker, Warren, Sanders, Harris, Buttigieg, and Biden. By the way, recent polls show that the trend is after everything that Sanders is gaining the most points each time after these. So the debates are important. I'm so glad that Joe Biden is going to be on stage with people that are going to not really care for his bullshit, which are Buttigieg, Sanders, and Warren. And Yang hopefully gets some more. I think Yang is important that he's here because we keep talking about UBI as a concept, which I think is super important. So hopefully this continues. Splaterkin with $5. How do you think people like Ben Shapiro and Jordan Peterson radicalized young men? How do you think they did that? And how do you think we can reverse said radicalization? By doing what we do already, I think is probably pretty important. By showing them that the book is trash, showing them that the things they say are incorrect, showing them that they do, in fact, use feelings over facts pretty often, showing them that they use scapegoats instead of real answers, and I think, very importantly, we show them this picture. You ready? This is a picture of Jordan Peterson yeeing on a lobster. So, how is Jordan Peterson radical? Noel Eber, are you new?
Yeah, we did a whole series on it. If you want to check it out.
Yeah.
Long story short, there's a couple things he does. He blames the mothers of mass shooters as opposed to the mass shooters. He talks about, like, he's very, how do I put this? He doesn't outright come and say, like, hey, women should be forced to date men even if they don't want to because young men not having girlfriends causes them to get violent. But he basically says that in some articles.
Yeah, it's some Elliot Rodger bullshit. Anyway, Jay Fowler with $5 redues. Have y'all seen A Man Called John? All the white people complexes. I have not. A Man Called John, Jon? What's that? A Man Called John. What's that? A Man Called John trailer. I don't think I can just play that because YouTube is a trash bag. A Man Called John is a light-hearted dramedy about Pastor John Terrell Carson's unusual style of worship. John's church is very traditional and not accustomed to outbursts during service. I'm sorry. I also see... Okay, alright. Outbursts during service. Is he trying to do white guy does black church? Like Black Baptist
Maybe.
church? Oh, no, hold on. One day, after John embarrasses the church along with his family, senior pastor Stan decides to reach out to Bishop requesting that John be assigned to a church more suited to his praise style. John and his family find themselves at an African-American church where he is confronted by Associate Pastor Dickens, who later informs him that a paperwork mix-up sent him to the wrong church. John is moved to his third church where he struggles to fit in. Will John be able to control his celebration, or will he be moved for a fourth time? This is the least amount of stakes ever. Will this white man have a job, or will he get a new job? Like, what the fuck? That sounds awful.
Yeah.
They move the white guy to the black church because, quote, he has outbursts during service.
Yikes.
Jesus fucking Christ. That is a wowee.
Yeah, there's also there's a David A.R. White movie called Brother White with a similar premise.
Brother White movie. Brother White.
Thank you, Miss Anne, in chat for mentioning that. I have seen the trailer for that before.
Oh, no.
The name escaped me.
It's got the guy from Family Matters. Or is that... Yeah, that's Family Matters.
Yeah, that's Family Matters. And Die Hard.
And Die Hard. Reginald Veljohnson. Thanks, Reginald. This is a heartwarming fish out of water, white person near black people comedy about an associate pastor at a megachurch in California who finds himself the pastor of a poor church in the worst neighborhood in Atlanta. Oh, boy. Jesus Christ. Did Joe Biden watch this? Is that why he says it?
Okay. Did we have anything else before we wrap up?
Not necessarily.
Ugh. This chair's making my butt hurt.
That's not all. It's also bad. Where's the D3 is in Houston? I like a Houston. It's at the Health and Physical Education Arena in Texas Southern University. Wow. The second debates had under half the viewership of the first debates.
Yeah.
That's strange. Probably because it was on CNN instead of NBC. Honestly. The next one's on ABC, so I think this will have a higher turnout. Then October 15th in Ohio. Then November, December, and then January through April we have 12 total debates. Holy shit.
Paul Christensen with $2. Unplanned review when? Let me check if it's out on DVD yet.
Unplanned? Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah, it came out on the 13th, so I guess we have to do that. Fuck.
Unplanned. Sure, we'll do unplanned soon. Alright. Candace drawn for the 30 to... Joe Biden has the highest airtime minutes.
Yeah, of course he fucking does.
Yang has near the bottom. Is he the bottom? Yang has the fewest minutes.
That's surprising. I would have thought it would have been Orb Lady.
Williamson
did she drop
is
out
right
yet?
above. She might have to. She's still pending one poll. She has to qualify in one more poll.
Okay.
But maybe she... I don't think she was invited to this debate. Hold on. Is she out? She is not invited.
Yeah.
As of right now, and it's happening soon. So I don't think she's in. I think she's done.
Okay.
Orb Lady. Lane Simmons with 10 thingies.
Pounds.
Thanks for
You don't know the symbol for pounds? It's one of the
I mix it up with
traded
euros. I mix it up with euros a lot.
No, they're different.
What's the euro symbol? Euro symbol. Show me. Where are you at? Okay, it's not far off. Mike Mick also tipped $2 dues. Do you think the DNC will shaft Bernie to main Biden? I don't. I don't necessarily think. I don't necessarily think that that's gonna happen again. That was like a whole thing, right? There's like Debbie Wasserman Schultz doing shit and like, yeah. I don't know that you could pull that off twice in a row. Maybe they'll try. I don't know. It doesn't seem like... Obviously, like, establishment Dems would be more comfortable with someone like a Bernie, but... or a Biden, I mean. But that's a really good way to lose the next, like, 10 elections. So, I don't know. All right. This is last call for Super Chats. We'll be gone in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. Okay? This is the dorkiest live stream I've been in. Dorkiest? You're dorky, you piece of shit. Okay, I actually love you, okay? Do you think Bernie has a chance of winning? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Am I twitching after? Maybe. I feel like I have some stuff to do, but maybe. I don't know. This was an awkward fap? How dare you? How dare you? I have a little bit of a headache, actually, so I'm gonna tend to that and see how I feel. I don't know why I have a headache, but it started shortly after we began this, so maybe it was Trump. Sarah's gonna stream some Minecraft. I was thinking about starting Minecraft as well soon. I've never played it before, so Sarah, you should bring me some sort of medication. So I don't have to smoke the wacky tobacco. I don't want to be high right now. Sexy Hugo art date? I don't know. Did you see my sexy art, Hugo?
I didn't see the final product, but I was in there for like 15 minutes or so.
Okay, it's not quite done yet. I'm gonna show everybody else who missed it, just in case. Sarah made sexy art of me.
Oh yeah.
So if you like watching sexy art, I feel like you need to go to Sarah's Twitter. It's soon.
Did you click on my media?
Yeah, this is media.
I post a lot of shit.
What? Here it is. If you don't follow me on Twitch, you're missing out on A+ content. It's twitch.tv/Legend of Phoenix. Go ahead and read that.
Also, Lane Simo with £5 forgot to say hi from Scotland on my last chat. Love you both. And Bernie for the win. Right on, Scotland.
What about,
I don't know anything about Scotland.
What about Bob gave $5 and said no Minecraft? Lane, Jeffrey Petro and Smut Jake greater than actual Jake. This is actually...
Oh, Jesus Christ.
This is actually both. So, I'm just saying, if you... This is going on a body pillow. I'm not kidding. When this is done,
yeah.
We are putting this on body pillows, and you will be able to order your own Jake waifu body pillow or husbando. And since I'm straight IRL, I have made, this is canon, sexy, draw me like one of your French girls, Jake is Pan. So all things you do, and is into it. So all things you do to that pillow are consensual.
The corn tassels are a nice touch.
The corn tassels are a nice touch. Also, not gonna lie, kind of a fan of that sheer shawl. Might get one. I'm gonna lobotomize myself. You shouldn't. You look like my ex in drag, except a bit larger. Yeah, this is round boy hours. Okay. All right, it's not far off.
The bulge is too small.
Okay, so Twitch TOS says we can't show penis shape.
Yeah, I was really trying to not get banned off of Twitch while drawing Jake's package.
Jake, if I make them onto clip-ons, will you wear the corn earrings are found on Amazon? I'll wear them during the stream, yeah. Once we fundraise the stream setup, yeah. Do it. Sheer is nice. Rule 63, Hugo and Jake smut when?
What's Rule 63?
I don't know what Rule 63 is.
Let me look.
I assume just
It's not.
it's us banging.
Ah.
Are you gonna pop your mic?
It's gender swap rule 34, basically.
Gender swap rule 34.
Oh, I see.
Huh. Gender is the gender bend rule. Quinn with $1.99. I appreciate y'all's work. I appreciate your very colorful Oreo.
How does Hugo not know what Rule 63 is? I don't know, man. I guess I don't look up weird porn.
I feel like you look up weird porn, though. I feel like you do look up weird porn.
That's irrelevant to what I'm saying right now, though.
It's irrelevant to you saying I don't look up weird porn?
Yeah, I'm
no,
lying.
Tom Hanks was delivering Jake's package in the Castaway confirmed. That's actually what sank what brought the plane down. It was the weight limit of the bulge.
Also, the bulge is it's flaccid, okay, guys?
It is flaccid.
It's not ready to go.
Of course not. No.
If that was the case, the underwear would probably be coming off.
Are you
the
talking
crotch,
about my
so,
dick
like...
to people right now? What the fuck?
They want to know, okay?
They want to know?
Oh, yeah,
They want to know about the girth. Jake, did you see the lizard?
Can I voice my opinion here? I do not want to know.
Do you not want to know about the girth? I'm shocked.
No.
Just shocked.
The girth, nor the length, nor the consistency, nor the mouthfeel.
No, none of them. So fan art, there is a Jake lizard person gif. Okay, yeah, we'll do that. We'll do that. That's a pretty good lizard gif. I like that a lot. HQ Lizard. Thanks, Frenic. Beautiful. We'll use that. I'll put that up on the Streamlabs shortly. We should do a dono version for this as well. Is there a way to spell sex with numbers?
Yes, Sarah. Tell us more about the package.
Daddy Sume, yes, Sarah. Tell us more about the package.
Oh God, Daddy
No,
Sume.
no. Miss Jessa, see, these are euros. I want to hear Diamanda Hagen in a chick track. I don't know what that is.
Diamanda Hagen.
What's a Diamanda Hagen? What's that do?
A fellow YouTuber used to be a Channel Awesome person until she left because everyone left Channel Awesome because it was shit. She does some Doctor Who stuff and some other stuff. I like her. She's funny.
Okay.
I think she just
what?
People
she
are
recently
requesting
followed me on
Hugo
Twitter.
Pillow as well, but I need Hugo's consent to do something like that.
It wouldn't be Hugo on the other side of the pillow.
God.
It'd be two separate pillows.
Yeah.
The mouthfeel for the connoisseurs. Guys, it's my pee-pee, okay? I already told you once, Jake, you silly goose. I forget things. I'm sorry. Yeah, Hugo consent for smut will come at a later date. We have to finish mine first, okay? All right.
Hugo, I need this.
People are requesting.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
People are requesting an actual image of Jake's erect dong.
Oh my God.
Jesus fucking Christ. Mouthfeel is just cob. Oh, fucking... Okay. Alright. I feel like for every super chat we have to extend for another minute. Because it doesn't make sense. Jesus fucking Christ. Jake has to finish first while...
Not... I'm just gonna leave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave.
Just leave before you overshare, okay? Thank you.
She already told people about your sexsomnia that one time.
I do have it, okay? It's real. Right?
Okay.
This pic does not accurately show Jake's beautiful blue eyes. No, but it does show my beautiful titties. Here you go. No, they're pretty blue in here. It's just it's low quality because it's a picture of the high quality image that she took on her phone. It's not the actual print. So the print will be... Wow, that's just bulge. The print will actually be on the pillow. It's like... I forget the dimensions, but it's ridiculous. They're super high quality on there. We'll have those. If you zoom in, it does. Literally dozens of us. Angel Fitz, $2. Need a matching set, Hugo. You must consent. Telling someone you must consent is the opposite of getting consent. That is the opposite.
The thing is,
how do you feel about being sexualized constantly?
Oh, I don't care about that. The thing that makes me say no to this is, like, if I had a girlfriend or boyfriend or someone who could draw it, sure. But having Sarah do that is so fucking weird to me.
It would have to be speculative. I didn't model for this.
Right. That's probably why it's a no. Kinda weird to me. I don't know.
Wait, what the fuck is sexomnia? Jake will fucking sleep and won't even... True. Yeah. Jake, do you have a gunkle with a strong family resemblance? What? An uncle, maybe? It's my dad, who lives in, like, Tennessee or Kentucky. I can never remember. He's right on the border. My dad looks like me a lot, which is kind of a bummer. I look better at my age than he did. Yeah, for sure. But gunkle, great uncle, gay uncle. Gunkle equals gay uncle. I don't have a gay uncle. No. All my unks are straight. I have some gay cousins and shit. Yeah. Sexy Hugo Professor cosplay. Ooh. Which professor, though?
That's a good question.
We should, honestly, on one of the last episodes, maybe the finale episode, we should all cosplay as our characters. Like, really send them off, and really give them a good one. So it depends on if Professor regenerates between now and then, what you'll be cosplaying. But I think that'd be fun, and I can cosplay as, like, Jerdun or Sig or one of the other main characters. I think that'd be a really good time. Plus, if one of you dies in the last episode or the last main battle or whatever near the end of the campaign, it'd be extra sad. Good luck finding me plate armor. Yeah, well, we can like work around it a little bit.
Who does Halloween stores open?
Who does Randy cosplay as? Whoever he wants to. He could do half and half. That'd be fun. You've never seen Doctor Who? Oh, well, it's a good show. Cosplay as Jordan Peterson. No, thank you. You could rent armor. No, we're not gonna rent actual armor. We get some plastic stuff. It'd be fine. In my head, I just thought of Hugo in a Gabriel outfit and Jake in a Morgan Freeman outfit. Jake in a Morgan Freeman outfit is blackface. So gonna opt out. Gonna opt out of doing Morgan Freeman blackface.
Also, that's the opposite of the characters we play in those bits.
So next episode of Who Cares When Doctor Who comes back?
I still never finished last season.
Oh, I thought you did.
No.
I could make some with foam. Yeah, well, I think we should cosplay at the end of it. I think that'd be fun. By the way, if you guys don't watch Charisma Saves, what the fuck are you doing with your lives, guys? It's a lot of fun. If you like the chick tracks, you will love this. I know I say this a lot, but I genuinely we have so much fun doing it. It doesn't really feel like work. It's just a good ass time, and you should come on by, okay? You should come on by. We have an official Discord, okay? Okay, we got stuff. If you don't know anything about D&D, you don't have to. We'll teach you. It's no big deal. We have an amazing community. It's very inclusive. We have that gay shit. Hugo's character right now is literally in a gay relationship. It's super fun. Everything's fun. Sarah's got like a fuckboy boyfriend that I have to play, which is super strange because I'm definitely not a fuckboy. So, so yeah, no, it's really fun. And also Hugo just started. We've only got one episode, so you can easily catch up. So if you go to Unpop, I'm just gonna go to it right now. Hugo started DMing. If you go there, you can watch. I'm a player in that, which is where the Steve Irwin comment came from earlier. I guarantee you will enjoy this. Okay, 100%. 100% guarantee you will enjoy this. Okay, so go there, check it out. If you only watch Hugo's, which is not as regular as ours, but we're gonna try to make it pretty regular. I'm gonna give that another thumbs uppy. It's a lot of fun. Sarah does all the art for the streams. You can see our character information, and again, you don't need to know how to play, but it is fun. I have an accent, and I'm a train wreck. It's a really good time. Seriously.
I also lean down way too much. So
I do the same thing. Like literally, if you go to any of these on charisma saves, ooh, that was when my hair was actually bleachy. We have Professor Elenia Velios Egnir, and then we have stats and stuff. So you'll learn over time. But I lean down constantly, like right here. There it is again. So it's not a you thing. It's just how it is. I probably need to. Our cameras are where they are, and we can't move it. And it's as zoomed out as it can be. But for campaign 2, we'll probably move some stuff around. I'll probably move my part back a little bit, and it'll be even better. I got some really cool stuff planned for that. So, oh god, our bad accents in that one. Yeah, it's really funny. Canadian Unicorn with $2. I want to see one of you in Donna cosplay. I'm down for. I play Donna, so I'm down for Donna cosplay. If you follow my Twitch, I debase myself for money constantly. People have put me in drag so many times. It's really strange. I don't know why this happens. I don't know why you guys are into it. But if you go to my Twitch, I stream constantly. And I upload some clips to YouTube and stuff that are they come straight from there. So if you're interested in like some debates I do or whatever, I put them on their own thing. It doesn't make any money or anything. It's just fun. So you can do that if you want to subscribe over there. We're at 705 right there. I also did a thing with Philosophy Tube that he told me I could upload it to, like, he told me that. And then he tweeted out something like, don't upload it. So I was going to upload this to the main channel, but he's worried about copyright stuff. So if you want to see this, this won't ping his copyright thing because it's not monetized. It was for charity, and I have a link to his charity down here if you wanna do that. But this was a lot of fun. I performed Henry V with Philosophy Tube. I also did the Merry Wives of Windsor, but I didn't download that one. He's gonna upload all of them over time. So this was one of the best ones, and I'm not tooting my own horn. That's what everyone said. So it's one of the best ones we did during the whole charity stream. It was a lot of fun, and it wasn't just because of me. It was because everyone there was really, really funny. So I hope you like that. And then again, just mentioning, tomorrow we have the Ben Shapiro. Is it tomorrow or Monday? I don't remember.
Monday, probably.
Monday, the Ben Shapiro video is coming out. And then we'll also do. Are we doing another one of these next Saturday if we have time? If we're not, okay. So we'll do another one of these streams. Maybe we should ask for topics as well. Maybe we should tweet those out. So maybe we'll tweet some out. This we don't really know what this stream is going to be over time. It's sort of going to evolve. So and we're trying for an hour and a half roughly for each one of these because they're fun. And then I'll figure out. There's got to be a way to get your camera better. So because last time it worked fine, but now Discord's been doing funny video stuff. So feeling nervous, off topic, but I start college in 2 days. Wish me luck. Hey, good luck, Ben's random show, and anyone else who's starting college, good luck. I know that season's coming up. So yeah, I think that's it. I hope you guys have a good night. Sarah will be streaming some Minecraft. I might pop up. I gotta take care of this headache. I think I just need to take my glasses off for a while or something. My eyes hurt. So, and I guess I only chewed on some stuff. So, any parting words of wisdom? Hugo's wisdom. Here it comes. Hugo's wisdom. This is how we're ending every stream from now on. Just a little parting. Like, this is exactly how you should live your life. Don't deviate from Hugo's plan. Here we go. Very ready for it. What do you got for us?
If you wouldn't put your dick in there, don't put your hand in there.
That's a true fact. Have a good night, everybody.